Hello there, thank you very much for joining me. My name's Rosalind Conlon. I'm a dance artist working in Wiltshire, and I'm going to lead an online, obviously, seated dance class for you today for Celebrating Age Wiltshire. And just before I do that, I need to read this disclaimer to you. Please note that this activity has been put together for participants with mobility issues in mind, and you are engaging in this activity at your own risk. It is up to you to perform the activities on a suitable chair in an open area free from obstacles. Please listen carefully to the instructions given. Only do what feels comfortable for your body and stop if you experience any pain. By using these online videos, you agree to waive all liability to Celebrating Age Wiltshire for any injury to yourself or others. Basically what that means is just listen to your own body, do as much as you feel you can safely, work within your own mobility and how you're feeling today. Take it nice and easy, make sure the space is clear around you. So we're not going to move massively, but when you do, make sure that you're not hitting anything. So the most important thing is that you just have fun, enjoy the music, and just get your body moving a little bit and feeling good in the space, really. Okay, so the very first thing we are going to do is to just take a moment for you to, let's sit right back in your chair, whatever chair you're in, doesn't matter, you might have an armchair or not. Just to take a moment to just be breathing, think about your posture and think about your breath, and just think about if there are any aches and or pains in your body. We're just going to breathe into them just to try and loosen your bodies a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to put on a lovely soundtrack so we can listen to that while we just have a little breathe and think about our posture. So if you can, we're just going to place the hands on the knees here and breathing deeply right down into the tummy. If you want to, you can close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes for a moment and just listen to the lovely birds. And just think about the spine. Think about lengthening the spine a little. Just pulling the tummy back a little bit. And as you breathe in, every time you breathe in, feel like you are breathing air into your spine. And feeling nice and relaxed and open across the chest. Lovely. Just keep breathing, keep the breathing nice and easy, and just focus on your own body so you're not thinking about anything else that's going on around you. Just think about yourself and your own body, your posture, your breathing, how you're feeling physically today, and just try to really get a sense of relaxation through the body. So we're ready to just slowly warm up. Lovely. And relax. Good. Okay. We are going to just start gently moving, starting to get the blood flowing a little bit and wake up different parts of the body. So we're just going to start by rubbing the hands, and then we will rub different parts of the body, warm up different parts of the body, and oiling the joints. I like to think of this as oiling the joints. And then we will do some just gentle tapping with fingertips there, nice and gently across the chest, on the face and around the head. If your arms are aching, if you're using both arms at any point, you can just swap and just use one and swap over. if your arms ache at any point. Okay, we're just going to do this together. I will play the music and let's just do it together. I'm just going to sit forward on my chair there, but you can stay sat back or you can sit forward a little if that's comfortable. Remember your posture and good easy breathing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so just rubbing those hands nice and gently. And then a gentle rub on the arm there. Help wake up all the nerve endings, start to get the blood flowing. Little bit extra in the joint there and in the elbow. And as far as you can go up the arm. And swapping to the other arm. And remember around the elbow. Into the shoulder a little bit if you can. If you can, do the back of the neck there a little. Lovely. And then let's have a little rub of the tummy. Just like you've eaten something delicious. Big rub there. And down the legs. Remember, if you're aching or need to take a break, you can just do this with one arm and then the other. So, but just keep it nice and gentle. And I'm going to try and just do under the leg there a little. And then underneath the other one. If you're sat right back in the chair, you might not be able to do that. If you can, a little bit around the hips. Just get some warmth going there. And into the other hip. Lovely. And then a little bit around the knees. Oh, it feels good to warm those knees up. Again, you can do one side and then the other if you want to. And if you can, we can do the lower leg just a little bit there. And then we're coming up to the chest. And just tapping the chest, just with your fingertips there. Very lightly, very gently. And we'll move up under the chin. And then tap in the face. Just to waken everything up. Very, very, very gently around the eyes. It's just a very delicate tap. And a little bit underneath the ears. Remember you're breathing through this, just to keep breathing. And if you can, just a little bit around the head there. And on the other side. Lovely. And relax those arms just to finish off with, or just brush those hands there and just relax the hands down. Lovely, good. Just take a few breaths, just have a nice relax here. And we're going to move on to Let me just stop my music there, make sure it doesn't start onto another track. We're going to work our way up through the body, just having a little bit more movement in all of the joints, get the body moving a little bit more. Again, very simply, very gently. If there's anything that today's feeling a bit not so good, then you can just make adaptations. You can interpret in different ways, or just stay with the last movement, or just take a pause for a moment. I'm going to sit back in my chair again because I'm going to work the feet a little bit. We're just going to work our way up through the body. So starting with the feet and then swinging the legs. We're going to squeeze the bottoms. So you can see I lift up a little bit there. That's very good for tightening everything for your core, which helps when you're moving, when you're walking, when you're standing up and sitting down. So very good to have strong bottom muscles. We're going to just do some gentle twists in the chair. You might be able to manage a little bit more or a little bit less. But again, when you're twisting, try and stay very upright. Don't allow the twist to collapse in the body at all. Try to just stay a little bit lifted with nice relaxed shoulders. So twisting and twisting. You can either swing the arms, or if you want to, you can use a hand on the knee and a hand on the arm of the chair, whichever you prefer. We'll go into circling the shoulders, and then we're going to shimmy a little bit with the arms. There. Little shimmy and a little, it's like a swim back really. Just to start everything moving a little bit. Okay, I'll play the music and you can just follow me. Nearly there with the music. Okay, we ready? Starting with the feet. I'm going to lift this right up so you can see, but you can keep the feet very, very low. So just a gentle circle. And with the other foot. Remember, you don't have to lift your feet up at all this high. I'm just doing this so you can see clearly. And relax. And just a gentle swing of the leg. This is particularly easy for me because I'm very short and I can very easily swing my legs on any chair that I sit on usually. If you're a tall person, you might need to lift your knee up to swing it a little. But it should be just very gentle. And just relax the legs. We're going to be squeezing the bottom. You can go in time with the music or not. It doesn't matter at all. So you just squeeze and release. I'm doing quite a lot of them. You can stay doing it with me at my speed, or you can do half the amount. Just lifting and relaxing. Lovely. Let's have a gentle twist. Remember to keep the back nice and long. Now you can either be swinging the arms, or you can use the arm of the chair and And you can have a little shimmy at the same time if you want to. Lovely. We're going to circle the shoulders. Nice and relaxed. You can make this as big a movement as you want to, or you can make it just very small if you would rather. You can do one shoulder at a time. And let's go forwards. Again, just small. And if you want to, you can just do one at a time. Ready to shimmy those arms? So just a little lift, and let's wave them down. So you're bringing your body into it a little bit. And just a swim back so we can really open the back. Obviously the back of my chair is in the way a little bit, so you can modify it however you need to. And you can keep the arms really low, or you can lift up high. And relax. Good, and a little shimmy on the end while the music goes out. Lovely. Well done, fantastic. Okay, I'm going to just explain what we're going to do next. So I'm recording this at a time when the Chelsea Flower Show should have been on. And I don't know about you, but I've been very much enjoying the Chelsea Flower Show virtual show that they're doing. So the programs online with Monty Don, etc. Anyway, so I thought we would use that as a bit of inspiration for a little bit of movement. So, I've never been to the Chelsea Flower Show, I've only ever seen it on the TV, so maybe you've been, or maybe you have, like me, only ever seen it on the TV, or maybe you've not seen it, but there's a massive pavilion in the middle of it with loads and loads of displays of different types of flowers and different species and from different flower groups and from different countries, etc, etc. So I thought we would take a walk through the pavilion. So we are going to start off stepping the feet. I moved a little bit forward on my chair so I can actually get my feet on the floor. So you might need to shuffle forward a little bit so you can get your feet on the floor, or you might be able to just sit back in your chair, whatever's comfortable, or you know, whatever you feel like, whether you want to move a little bit more or keep it very gentle and relaxed. So we're just going to walk through the pavilion. Imagine smelling the incredible scents that there must be in there from all of these flowers from all around the world. It must smell amazing. So we are going to just be walking. I imagine there's lots of people, so lots of hustle and bustle. You might need to shuffle around sideways a little bit to get past people. Okay, then I'm going to imagine we're stopping at different displays, and first of all we are going to have a cactus display, and then we are going to have a tulip display, and then finally we are going to have an exotics display. And at each one we're going to imagine we're creating those shapes and patterns from these incredible floral displays with our arms and with our body, and then we'll go back to stepping in between each one. And then there's going to be a chance for you to think about your favourite flower maybe, and we're going to imagine that there is a display of your favourite flower, and you can see if you can find some movement to make from that display of your favourite flower. So to give you a couple of minutes to take a break and maybe grab a drink of water, and also to think about which is your favourite flower, we're just going to have a little pause of about 3 minutes for you to think about your favourite flower, grab a drink of water, have a little break, and then we'll come back in 3 minutes time and we'll go for a walk through Chelsea Flower Show Pavilion. Okay, and hopefully you had a nice little break there and just had a drink and then relax and thought about your favourite flower display, so that we can create, or you can create some movement to your favourite flower, whichever your favourite flower display is. Okay, so if you remember, we're going to be walking through the pavilion and we're going to stop and look at the displays. Just follow me. I will do different movements and you can do them with me. So we're going to stop and look at the cacti, and then at the tulips, and then some exotic plants, and then over to you for whichever display might be your favourite. Okay, so just this nice, steady stepping. So I'm really padding my feet into the floor. Imagine walking through this amazing pavilion full of flowers, lots of people, lots of hustle and bustle, lots of amazing smells. And you can really step those feet if you want to. And And let's stop at the cactus, those spiky. So go with me with those really spiky flowers. So really have to stretch those fingers. And some succulents. I'm imagining long dangling succulents. So you can take it into the back a little bit and really imagining using those fingers. Lovely. And let's go back to the stepping. Lovely, so just walking through this pavilion. And let's stop by the amazing tulips with long stems and great big flowers. Long stems and big flowers. So lift and open. And lift and open. Lovely. And back to stepping. Lovely, that's it, just stepping those feet. You can bring the back into it a little bit as well. And let's get to the exotics. Unusual flowers, so I'm imagining lots of bits that stick out like the birds of paradise. And the banana plants. Right up and over. And back to that quite spiky exotics. Lovely. And then let's just step. We're keeping on walking. You can pick it up here a little bit if you want to. And we're going to stop at your display. So over to you as to what flower. And if you don't have a flower, we can just do a rose maybe. You can do that with me, or you can do your own one if you had thought of one. Doesn't matter if you haven't, just go with me here. Lovely. And let's just go back to stepping. Going to head out of the pavilion. Wonderful. Well done, fantastic. I hope you had the image in your head of all those amazing flowers. Next year, yes, we will all be at Chelsea. Okay, so the other thing at Chelsea Flower Show are obviously all of the amazing show gardens. And I mean, they're just beautiful. They have lots and lots of different things in them. And we are going to imagine our own beautiful Chelsea show garden. So let's start. We are going to create this winding path. They very often have lovely winding paths. So a winding path here. And then often they have either a pergola or some kind of shade or a canopy. They often have benches where you can absolutely relax. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, so winding paths and canopies or benches or shades or whatever. I'd like you to imagine whatever you think. And then benches, seats, chairs, often made of grass or stone or wood, where you can just lie down and relax. And while you're lying down and relaxing, I want you to imagine a tree with rays of sunshine coming through. And rays of sunshine. And rays of sunshine there. So we have to have a nice long reach and a little gentle twist there. As much or as little as you want to. And obviously these show gardens are full of beautiful flowers. We're going to do this with our fingers. I want you to just imagine the flowers wherever. So all around you, again, you can imagine whatever flowers are your favourite flowers or you like the look of. You can have some behind you or above you or right up there, depending on how you're feeling, and right down there, depending on how you're feeling. Okay? So, lots and lots of lovely flowers, and obviously, as there are lots of beautiful flowers, we have to smell them. There, so I want you to imagine you're cupping a flower as you would do. I often do walk down the street. If there are roses hanging over someone's hedge, stop and have a little sniff. So you have to really breathe in with your lungs there, lovely, and breathe in and breathe in. And again, those flowers can be anywhere depending on how your body's feeling. You can use it as a good excuse to have a little tilt to the side here, to have a sniff. Remember to breathe in and reach up and around to the side, or if you want to, you can keep really still here and just have a little breathe in, just at shoulder height or at face height. Okay, so remember, we have a pathway, a building, and your building can be anywhere. It can just be here if you want it to be, or it can be right up here. You can reach up, keep nice and relaxed with the shoulders, and then you're going to go look down onto the bench and relax, 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 relax. And notice the rays of sunshine and the rays of sunshine. And then flowers all around you. Going to imagine them spreading out around you, and that can be high and low and behind you. And then we'll smell the flowers. And one last thing, almost every show garden always has, I forgot, is trickling water. So after we've smelt the flowers, we're just going to dangle our hands in the trickling water. Okay, follow me. We're just going to do that phrase of movement with a lovely piece of music. Okay, again, you can make it as big or as small as you want to, depending on how you're feeling and depending on how fluid your body is feeling at the moment, how energetic you're feeling, or how mobile you're feeling. Can be bigger or smaller. That's totally fine. But let's just imagine that beautiful show garden. Turn that up slightly for you, and let's walk down the path. So bring your body into it. And nice building. And a lovely bench to sit on. And relax. And as we're relaxing, rays of sun. Let's notice the sun sunshine coming through the trees. It must always be sunny at Chelsea Flower Show, I'm sure. And all of those flowers dotted around. Remember, you can reach high or low. You can reach across the body. To see all those beautiful flowers. And let's have a smell. And breathing in as you do, and think about lengthening the spine as you're breathing in. And imagine the scent. Lovely. And let's just trickle our fingers in the water. And on the other side, just trickling the fingers. Imagine nice warm water. Doesn't matter which hand you do it with, just try to do it on both sides. You have to have a little bend forward there. And let's come back into our pergola here and onto the bench. And relax. Lovely. Well done. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed that visit to a beautiful Chelsea show garden. Okay, just to finish off with, we're going to have a little stretch and relax and breathe and just get back into a nice, relaxed, comfy place. Okay, I'm going to sit forward for this one. And really, just follow me. Again, do as much or as little as you want to, or do a modification, so change it a little bit if you need to, depending on how your body is feeling. Just get the music. Not that one, this one. Okay, so seated, just central, try to lengthen the spine. I'm sure you'll recognise this beautiful piece of music. Let's just lift one arm, just to wherever you want to. You can just lift it to half height if you want to. Just have a little gentle stretch over to one side. Doesn't matter if the arm is here, if you can just lean the body and come back centre. And stretch the other arm and a little tilt. Doesn't matter again if your arm is here, just keep that little tilt and come back centre. Breathing in, we're going to twist around, and again here you can use your chair or your hand down here, lengthening the spine, just twisting here. And slowly, slowly coming back to centre. And around to the other side. Keep your breathing going, keep your spine long. Just a little twist in the back. Very good for the back to have a good twist. Placing the hands on the knees, just for a little bit of support. We're going to try and lengthen the back and fold forward a little bit to wherever you're comfortable to go. Just so bringing the chest down towards the knees. And you can take as much weight in the arms as you need to, or you can just pause in the seated position if this is not comfortable. And then we're going to slowly lift and feel like we're lengthening the spine as we're lifting. Lovely. And just so we're not missing out the lower legs, let's just have a lift of the leg and a flex of the foot. If you can, so I'm bringing the toes towards me. And release. You can hold the leg if you want to, or you can keep the foot on the floor and just stretch the leg out and lift the toes towards you. This is what I'm doing, but you can do your own version of. Just to have a little lengthen through the leg there. And bring it back to centre. To finish, we're just going to breathe. So breathing in and breathing out. Arms can go wherever you want them to. So breathing in. Remember to go at your own pace with the breathing. And breathing out as you drop the arms down. Let's go one more time with the breath. And breathing out. And let's just place those hands on the knees. Lengthen the spine. And take a moment, you can close your eyes. Imagine those amazing, beautiful larks ascending over the hills in the beautiful summer sunshine as you just breathe and relax. Lovely. That's it, just keep breathing, lengthening the body. We'll just wait for the music to finish. Wonderful. Lovely. Okay, we will leave that there for today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you managed to follow everything that we did in the class, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you try all of the classes. There's my class and there are another 4 classes online that you can try. So you can have a real variety of dance that you can try at home, at your own pace and as many times as you like. So enjoy and thank you very much.